Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's weekend whip, I'm going to be working on a page in Nice Little Town 6. I started this a little while ago with some alcohol markers, and I've done the sky so far, but I want to get some more done in that. So I think we're going to use some alcohol markers today to get some base layers done. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Oh man, I love that stuff so much. Okay. I do not remember what color red I used for these. And of course I didn't write it down. So I'm gonna guess that it was this red. So that is my Ohuhu R4. I think that's the one I used. The other thing I want to work on is this ducky and the trees. So I'm going to grab some colors for those. I've got all of my colors right at the top of my desk, so I can just reach up here and grab what I want, although I don't really know what I want. So let me look at my my swatch charts. I really need to make a better swatch chart. I tried at one point to make like a whole list because I have Ohuhus, I have Pro Markers, I have Winsor & Newton. What else do I have? Copics. And then I have a couple of brands of like, from like craft stores and stuff. I need to just make one big list, I think. So I can just have it all in one thing. So I had tried to do it like where I had like all of my reds and pinks, all of my oranges and yellows, kind of like that. But I just kept buying more. So it got a little out of control. So we'll stick with the Ohuhus unless I can't find a color that I really would like. Sometimes the Ohuhus don't have the right browns for me. I'm trying to see what color brown I want that to be as a base. I'm thinking it's going to be one of these skin tones, actually. All right, well, already I'm going to my other markers. I kind of like that one, actually. I don't know if there's a similar... Well, let's just try it. Nope, that is not the right one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is a Prismacolor Premier alcohol marker. So let's see. Sometimes some of these are a little dry, but I think for just the trees here, they'd be all right. I thought maybe these were just like giant stems. I probably could have colored them that way. Just kept them green, but I like to have a little bit of the trees in there. So hi, everybody. Good morning. I am not quite awake. So I apologize if this is a bit of a wonky weekend whip here. For those of you, I saw my friend Corey from Colorfully Optimistic do this the other day, and I thought that this was a good idea. For those of you that don't know what this video is, this is basically a video where I catch up on a project that I had started previously, hence the whip part, and then I just chat with you guys about what's going on in my life. And it's a little therapeutic for me, so I really enjoy filming these videos. I try not to miss them, and they usually come out every Saturday. And for those of you that have been watching this since just about the beginning, I appreciate you. I thank you. And of course, all of the lovely comments and everything that I've gotten from you guys is just, I love it. So I hope you are all doing well, having a wonderful weekend so far. I was not able to, well, it wasn't that I wasn't able. I did not film last weekend. Last weekend was a mix of my birthday, my son's graduation, my Memorial Day here in the States, just a bunch of stuff was happening, and I just needed to chill out, to veg out. My birthday hit me hard this year for some reason, and I don't really know why. It's not like 44 is like a huge, weird number, you know? But I think it was that combined with the fact that I had another kid graduating from high school. When I remember, you know, I have very vivid memories of my graduation and being in high school. And yeah, it just makes me like appreciate how my mom had to have felt, you know, going through all this as well. And, you know, all the silly comments she made, like, when I was a kid, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yep, I get that now. I totally 100% get that. We have lots of fun stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks. I've got bunches of graduation open houses to go to, and my son's is next weekend. So depending on how much I've procrastinated, we'll see if I'll be able to film next weekend or not. Just in case you didn't know, I tend to be a little bit of a procrastinator. Not a little bit. I'm 100% a procrastinator. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I do it. And it's just me now. So, you know, I have to race around at the last minute and get everything done that I want to get done. And then I have to sacrifice things that I had originally planned to get done because they're not getting done now because I waited too long. Okay, I like that. Let's get some grays for these rocks down here. I want to get some of these colored in. So I'm going to do a couple different colors. So I'm just going to start grabbing random grays and see what I come up with. Let's try this one and this one. All right, let's see what we got. So I have a Copic N2, which is a nice neutrally kind of gray. I have, nope, that's the wrong side. I have the Ohuhu WG3. That's kind of a warmer gray. I have a CG2. Oh, that's too close to the other one. I don't think I need that one. There were some other ones that are like in the pastel set that are like red gray and like green gray. Where's that red one? Here, I've got this one. This is a red gray. Yeah, that's even more brown. I don't hate that one. It's like a purpley gray. All right, I think those four will be fine. I'm just going to randomly just kind of color in sections and then blend it as best I can, but I'm just going to start coloring in spots while I'm talking to you guys. So let's see what else is going on. I have a channel news. I've got, you guys, I'm really trying on that yellow video. I'm really trying. It has been just, I'm just kind of at a loss as to what to do. So I filmed, if you saw my haul video, I did one page for it, and that's all filmed and recorded. And then I did another page, and I just absolutely, like, I hated it so much I couldn't even look at it anymore. Like, I shut the book and was just like, I don't know what is happening right now. And that was kind of in the middle of when I wasn't able to color so much. So I kind of set this video aside and was just like, I can't right now with this. So I'm trying to figure out my game plan, because like I've said before, I really just want to get to the next list. I think that one's going to be so much more fun, and I will have a definite, you know, thing in mind. With these alphabet videos, I mean, I kind of had a similar a similar like outline for each video. You know, I showed some pages that either I had done or pages that I had found that had that object on it. And then I colored a couple for you, and that was basically it. Well, with this yellow, it's just not working. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little bit of the red one up here. Oops, I'm getting it on the grass. I like to do this with rocks because you get so many different, like rocks are not just solid gray. Like you have multiple shades in the same rock. And so I just like to kind of play with that a little bit. Let's see. Let's see, what else in channel news? I'm going to add some of this darker purpley gray down in the shadow areas. I filmed an update for my books to finish eventually video. So it's like I thought it was going to be like a mid-year check-in, but it's more like a three-month check-in. I didn't realize I had filmed that books to finish video so late in the year. I thought I had started it way earlier, but I filmed an update to that. So I showed you the pages that I had completed, and took out a couple books, added in a couple books. Yeah. And I wasn't displeased with my progress. It was just not quite as much as I would have liked. All right, I'm going to add in this WG01 and see if I can, just like on the lighter areas, kind of blend that in a little bit. And then when I go back in with my pencil and do some shading on these, it'll cover up that blotchiness a little bit more. But yeah, that video is out. I liked looking back and seeing my progress so far. Like I said, it's not a ton, but it is some, and it's helping me, like this month specifically, especially since, you know, Mermaid was last month, and I was really focused on that more than, is this the purpley one? Yeah. I was focused on that more than the books to finish. So yeah, it's nice to kind of get back to these books that I had picked out that I really do love and want to work in more. I did, well, I'll give you a spoiler if you haven't seen the video already. I did add in Worlds of Wonder, which I did a wonderful page in last month where I added a mermaid, and that was really fun to do. This is the fun thing about alcohol markers, is as you layer more and more, it just kind of ends up working. Like it looks like a hot mess for several minutes, and then you're just like, wait, that actually worked. How did that work? Yeah, I'm going to do one more layer of this just over the whole rock, I think. I think I'm going to do something similar with the water, although I might just use pencils on that. I haven't decided. Maybe some pencils on the water to reflect the way that the sky is too. I don't want the water to be more vibrant than the sky. I did record another like collection collection video. So I've got my completed pages for Lululemon, and that will be out next week, which I'm excited about that. I don't have enough completed pages in her books at all. Like I realized coloring in those last month, as I colored several in the mermaid one. I love her artwork like so much. And I hate that what do I want? I want this one, not that one. I want all of those. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get my bearings here. I'm gonna color in these little stones up here too, so they kind of match the stones in the foreground. But yeah, I don't have nearly enough pages completed in that. Oh, wrong side. In those books. I went through and started several recently, but it's still just not enough. And I want to do more and more and more. I think, you know, I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen when I don't have any kids around to take care of. Like, I think all I'm going to do ever is just sit and color, and I don't know. I mean, it'll be great for my brain, but it's not so great for my body. I have noticed lately that I've been a little stiffer because I think I have been sitting more than I normally, well, than I should be, you know, because my hobbies all include sitting. Now I know some people have like standing desks and stuff, and they color that way. And I think that would be okay, but I would be afraid that my back would be all wonky after a little while. So that would be the only thing that I would worry about with that. All right, rocks are done. Let's see. I think I want wood steps and a wood floor, but maybe different kinds of wood. Let's go back to our swatches and see what we got here. I do like this brown. But I think for the floors, I want something like that. And maybe for the outside one, I want like a cooler brown. So let's try those. So we're going to get BR2 because that's going to be a dark. Where are you? BR2 and one of these skin tone ones. I love this Ohuhu skin tone set. It's so awesome. I've used it, I don't know how many times, to do, right? We want this to be wood. Or do I want it to be stone? I like the stone. I think I want it to be stone. All right, so let's do these nice dark wood floors. We'll just do that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I thought about doing the door red, but I think instead of the whole door being red, I want this little mailbox to be red. I thought that would be cute. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, let me grab I'm going to do this one. We'll do WG3 for the stone steps. Well, and I know I said that stone is not one color, but maybe I'll just do like the darker areas with this one and then the lighter areas with that other one that I have. Let's try that. Oops. Good thing my mice are going to be gray anyway, huh? Okay. That's cute. I like it. Yeah, I think the grass and the water I'm going to do with pencil. These leaves will all be pencil. Maybe this little ducky will be. Let's do that one with some marker. Although I need Y3 and I don't know where it is. Should I want a yellow ducky? Yeah, I want a yellow ducky. Maybe I could make him pink or something, but this is going to be a very primary color kind of page again. That's what I'm evidently going for in the last book that or the last page I colored in this book was very, very bright, bold colors. I'm gonna have to change it up on the next page, I think. Although that seems to be what I do a lot of the times. I like those colors. They make me happy. I'll have to remember to get in and add some yellow into the water too, like a reflection, when I go to color that part. This is typically, like when I do these pages, this is typically what I do. I'll go through and I'll get all of my basing done for, sorry, I'm looking for an orange here. Trying to do this while I haven't picked any colors yet. Where are you? YR7. It has disappeared. It has left the building. So let's pick a different one. We'll try this one. How's this look? That is very bright. Super bright. Too bright for me. Yeah, that'll work. Anyway, so I'll go through and I'll put down a layer of alcohol marker on everything that I want to have alcohol marker base. And then I go through with my pencils and just kind of go to town. I think for this bush back here, I am going to go ahead and add in some greens. So let's do this one. That is very bright. That might be too bright. Okay, so I've got a couple of greens here, and I'm just going to just kind of dot. I'm going to first go through and dot with I'm trying to avoid all these fruits as well, but I'm going to dot with the lighter color first. And the nice thing about this paper is for this kind of technique, it does end up expanding and filling in a lot of the spots, so I don't have to do quite as much. I'm going to do the same thing with the dark one now. Well, I'm going to pick a few spots that are like the ones that are in the shadow areas. I'm going to add this darker color underneath that fruit. I don't know what kind of fruit that is. What kind of fruits grow on bushes like that? Oh, it's going to be some kind of funky berry, I think. All right, and then I got those, and then I think this one is the one that's super light. Yeah. And I'm just going to fill in the rest of this with this color. And then I get kind of a multi-toned shrub back there. And again, I'll end up going in with pencils and straightening that out. Okay, let's see. I like this green for these grasses up here. I am going to put up a poll here soon so you guys can pick a color along. I am going to do a color along this month. Last month, man, it was just, I don't know. I mean, I was sidetracked. I talked a couple of times in my weekend whips about how, you know, I wasn't coloring through the week, and it just wasn't, I wasn't feeling it, and that extended into not having a color along last month, which I really kind of regret, because there were so many pretty mermaid pages that would have been wonderful to color along with you guys, and I couldn't do it. So definitely gonna, okay, I like this. Definitely gonna have one this month. Oh, there's another rock. Let's see. still have all my markers out. My desk is going to be covered with markers here in a second. Let's do a little bit of this one. Here we go. What else do I need to do? I need to do the house, but I think that it's going to be pretty white. So I'm going to, again, do that with pencils, I believe. So the door. So I have a red, maybe we could do a bright blue door with a red. That'd be pretty. Yeah, then it'd be very primary page. So I like this blue and I like this blue. I think I'm going to start with this one because that one will be easier to shade on top of. Well, maybe I'll do, I don't know. Which one should I do? So this is going to be definitely more of a royal blue, and this would be more like the sky once I shade things in. Let's do this one. I'm going to go for the more royal blue tones. Hopefully I don't regret this. It's going on the page. What was I talking about? Just not being able to color last month, I guess, maybe. Well, it seems like that's kind of gone away a little bit. I've already finished a page and like another little tiny image this month so far. So, and I have ideas for things. I've been very inspired by what I've been seeing online from people. So I think I'm back in the coloring mode, which is good. I don't like to be out of it for too long because I feel like I just feel better when I color, you know? I'm sure that's why a lot of us do this. I'm going to go ahead and color that part too. Yep, and then this little mailbox is going to be red, which, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and color it with this. No, I got blue in my... Dang it. That's the only bad thing about these. I know I said I used it to my advantage over here, the bleeding, but... Okay. All right, I guess I could get out some pencils. Let's try that. Let's do some background work. And let's get out some blues for the water, I think. Oh, maybe I could just go ahead and do these little shrubs down here too. Is this one? It's dark enough. I like this little frog. Let's see, what else is going on? We've got, next week my daughter is going to start art camp, which is something through her school. So it's not like a sleepaway camp or anything, but 3 days a week she's going to go for like an hour and a half, and they're going to focus on different art projects, which I was really excited that she wanted to do that. That made my little artistic heart happy. And she got to pick like her focuses of what she wanted to work on. And one of hers was like working with like watercolors, working with colored pencils and markers, and then another one was scrapbooking, and I was just like, what? That made me so happy. So yeah, she's excited about that. And then she's going to start running club as well. And they're only going to meet once a week through the summer, which is less than they had met previously. So her and I are going to start walking in the park a little bit more often. I'm hoping I can get her to like run in the park, but we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to, because I can't run. I'm not a runner, and I'm trying to think about maybe other people that I can pull into this that would take her running for me. Okay, so right over here, I've extended the lines to the edge of the page here. So I think I'm just going to add in a couple little extra lines so it kind of looks like the rest of that. Okay. What kind of grass colors do I want? I'd love to hear what you guys are working on lately. I like I said, most of this month is going to be focusing on my books and my to finish list. But then I also realized that I have a ton, well, not a ton. I have several Japanese coloring books that I have not done a darn thing in, and not just Japanese, but like some of the ones that I've gotten on Etsy that just, I have completely, I don't know if it's just that I've ignored them. I just don't color in them, and I don't understand why I don't. So I've selected a few of those and hoping to get some of those pages done as well. Actually, I might pick a color along, might have the color along be in one of those, because then that will kind of force me to do one in there, you know. All right, so for my grass, a lot of the times in these books, I like to just do kind of a I'm going to do the same similar thing with the water, but I just kind of do what I did up here, where it's almost like scribbling. Like I just pick certain spots and I'll start adding in color. And this one is more like where I want like the lighter color to be. So I'm putting down my light colors first, and then I'll get darker as I go along. Let's go to this one. Yeah, after the yellow video, I've got zombies, which I think that one will be a fun one. I do have one page that I just recently finished that has some zombies in it, but then I have several Halloween coloring books that I'll be able to pull a page from to get some more samples and to actually do some zombies with you guys. And then we can move on to the animals, which is going to be so fun. Okay, I got to sharpen this one. This is one of those ones that's off center just a tiny bit so that the pencil is all wonky. Okay. Ooh, speaking of Prismacolor pencils that are wonky, did you guys see the Sarah Renee Clark video that she recently released? I thought it was very informative, very well put together. Things I learned about the Prismacolor like history and stuff. I had no idea about any of it. And I just thought it was interesting what she found out. So if you guys haven't watched that, check it out. She did interview several of the bigger channels that are around that do some coloring things. So like she talked to Color with Claire. She talked to Pamela from, I think it's, what is it, Passion for Coloring, or I don't watch her very often. I've seen her videos a few times, but I don't watch her very often. But yeah, I think it's Pamela's Passion for Coloring, right? And then she talked to Lindsay from the Frugal Crafter, and then Coloring Bliss, was the other one that she talked to. And yeah, it was neat to get everybody's perspective. And if you haven't seen anything about it, it was all about whether or not there are fake Prismacolors out there, basically. Oh, that's all green in there. And her conclusion at first was no. And then she found somebody who really did have fake ones. And she was surprised by it, and she tested them out. He sent them to her and everything. I'm getting green everywhere. Anyway, so it was interesting to see that there are actually fake ones out there, but not anywhere near as many as people are kind of paranoid that they are, I think. Yeah, it's just a matter of making sure that you get your pencils from a reputable source and not necessarily like a third party kind of shop. All right, now I'm just kind of blending it all together with my pale sage, and that just kind of creates this fun multicolor grass. Because again, if you look at grass, it's not just all straight green. There's lots of fun differences in the grass, especially in my yard, because we have, we've got lots of grass, but there are a few weeds thrown in. There's some crabgrass. There's some, so it kind of all is mixed in together, and it creates this variety of greens. I'll probably do another layer of this as well, and then I'm going to do some flicks with my darkest green to get some of those grass little bits. I was going to talk to you about something else. Oh, if you guys, so I had a birthday recently, and I will be, that's the other thing. I'm going to be doing a little birthday haul video here soon. I'm waiting for just a couple things to get here tomorrow, and then I will get that out to you guys. It's not a ton, but it's just a few little things. Anyway, so my mom and I, it's like we're related or something, because she bought my birthday present a little bit late, and I went on my Amazon list and bought stuff a little early, and we ended up buying the same set of pencils. So my daughter now has a nice expensive set of pencils, which was funny. They weren't super expensive, but they're definitely pricier than the Castle Arts that she has. So it was just funny that happened. So now I have 2 sets of those pencils, and it's the I'll just give you a little bit of sneak peek on that too. It's the Kohinoor Polycolors, and I'm happy to have those. It's not the big, huge set. It's like the smaller 72 set. Yeah, I'm happy to have those, because now I can participate in Corey's K is for June one, because that's the letter that we're on this month. So those are my K supplies. I think those are the only ones I have. I don't have a lot of the other ones that she had listed on her suggestions. And speaking of Corey, if you guys could send her some extra prayers. I know that she is going through a real tough time right now, her and her daughter. And if you guys haven't heard, you need to head over to like Corey's page or Corey's community page or her Discord server. And I think that there's been some conversations about it. But yeah, definitely send her some extra positive vibes because she really needs them. She's just having a rough time. But yeah. All right. How's that looking? Okay, I'm going to add in some more of this green, I think. Just kind of yellow it up a little. I like this spring green. It's one of my favorite greens. If you can't tell. I think this is the second or third one of these that I have. This past week, my friend and I, my buddy, who sometimes colors with me, we went out for our birthdays, and we went to this place called the Cake Bake Shop, and it is like the most beautiful little restaurant. It has an amazing, like the most amazing cakes I've ever had. And, you know, some really good food and stuff like that as well. But you really go for the cake and the other dessert things that they have. I guess a few years ago, Oprah put one of their cakes on her favorite things list. And since then, like, the place has just, like, exploded. And I just heard recently that they're getting ready to open one in Disney World, which is awesome. It's well deserved. It's a nice little place. Okay. All right, let's see what I can do with this. So we're gonna start. Nope, that's the wrong one. A lot of my pencils are off center. Okay, so we're gonna do some little flicks here. And then, like, really darken up the shadowed areas. I probably should have blended that just a little bit better before I started doing this flicking, but that's okay, because I can come back in and add that a little bit later. Or add it back in if I mess it up, if I need to blend more. Because it does look a little spotty, like there are a little bit of the white paper is showing through still, but it's not like I'm not super worried about it. All right, so I've gone through and I've added it in where the artist has drawn in, and then I'm also going to add in my own little flicks here and there. So mostly up against the house, because that tends to be where a lot of the grass will show. All right, and then get some of this color down here. Blend that in a little bit though. And these little spots are going to have some nice green in there, or nice brown for some dirt. And a little bit of. The other thing that you can do is you can come in with like paint marker and add in like flicks of yellow or like little white flowers or all kinds of different things. Okay, I think that's good. I need to clean up my My poor mice have turned all kinds of different colors. I don't know how good this is going to erase, but we'll try it. We'll try, see. That's a little bit better. I know with the markers I can't really do a whole lot, but like I said, I'm glad that they're going to be gray. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. I do have a lot of yard work awaiting me before we get to go out and do all of our fun stuff this afternoon. So yeah, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little while. I hope that my chit chat was enough to keep you company while you're coloring or working on whatever it is you're working on. And yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.